Hello everyone. For this tutorial, we'll be doing a short video on how to solve quadratic equations by using the quadratic formula. So here we have a quadratic equation, which is not written in the standard form. The first thing we want to do is to rearrange this equation in the standard form. So looking at the standard form formula, we know that the first term, which is a, should be a constant of x raising to the power of 2. The second term should be a constant of x not raising to any power of 2. Positive 4 represents the constant c. But c is behind the equal sign, so we need to move it over to the left, and it will become a minus 4. The next thing we want to do is to make the equation equal to 0. So now that we have gotten the equation to be in the standard form, we can now apply the quadratic formula to find the values of x. The formula is x equal b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4 times a times c over 2a. The coefficient of b is a positive 5. But since the formula requires it to become a minus b, we write a minus 5. The b squared is simply 5 raising to the power of 2, so we write it. Minus 4 times a times c is simply minus 4 times the first coefficient of 9 times c, which is the last term of minus 4. 2a is simply 2 multiplied by the first coefficient, which is 9. 5 raised to the power of 2 is 25. Minus 4 times 9 is minus 36. Minus 36 times minus 4 gives positive 144. Because multiplying two negative numbers gives a positive result. 2 times 9 is 18. 25 plus 144, which is equal to 169. The square root of 169 is 13. So we are only left with minus 5 plus or minus 13 over 18. The minus 5 plus or minus 13 means that we will get two solutions for x, either when we add minus 5 with 13, or when we minus the negative 5 from 13. Minus 5 plus 13 equals 8, so now we already have one solution of x, which is 8 over 18. Minus 5 minus 13 equals minus 18 over 18, which is also equal minus 1. Let's now move on to the second example. This quadratic equation is already in the standard form, so we don't need to rearrange it. The formula states that the coefficient b should be a minus b, and it is already a minus. So we need to place minus 10 inside a bracket, then another minus sign outside the bracket. B squared is minus 10 raised to the power of 2. Minus 4 times a times c is minus 4 multiplying by minus 9 times 8. And 2 times a is 2 times minus 9. Minus and minus gives positive, so that means it will become a positive 10. Minus 10 squared is simply minus 10 times 10, and that's equal minus 100. Minus 4 times minus 9 equals 36. 36 times 8 equals 288. 2 times minus 9 equals minus 18. Minus 100 plus 288 equals 188. 188 is not a perfectly squared number, so we leave it as it is and keep the answer as x equals 10 plus the square root of 188 over minus 18. And x equals 10 minus the square root of 188 over minus 18. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section, or you could send us an email through our email provided in the description. And if you haven't, you can subscribe to our channel if you don't want to miss out on our weekly tutorials.